When we started doing this, I guess I didn't realize how many people were going to jump on board, how much support we were going to get.
Sarah and Clay have been very instrumental in helping build the youth cycling program in Greenbrier County.
I'm a member of City Council, the chair of the Parks Commission. We're starting a new IMBA chapter. I'm the team director for our local NICA team. We have, first of all, not enough trails, but we have the potential for a lot. What we don't have enough of is beginner trails.
They wanted to really cater to a new NICA team that was in the community, but knew they needed the infrastructure.
We won the IMBA Trail Accelerator Grant, and with that, we came up with a comprehensive trail plan.
IMBA Trail Solution put together that plan for the facility that will host NICA riders and beginning riders.
Then from there, we went to the Trail Labs in Arkansas.
Trail Labs was extremely important. That was where they initially kind of came up with the idea of how to put their vision together.
So we are building the IMBA chapter. We're talking consciously about who do we need, where are the holes in our skill set.
They now have access to a set of resources through IMBA Local where we can provide them with a lot of administrative tools and access to 2 other grant programs.
No one needs to be sold. Our mayor is all for it. Our city manager is all for it. They just want to know how to make it happen.
Trails become a really important piece of the community if they start where Greenbrier County has with the planning process and the community engagement. Providing those opportunities gives everybody an opportunity to get out and enjoy their community on a bike.